Hello, Sport fan. This is Steven here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering, is it something or is it nothing? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates and all the breakdowns. Without further ado, let's get right into it. The Philadelphia Eagles are now 4-0, repeating as Super Bowl champions, and now they're 4-0 into a new season. And there's a lot of rumblings. There's a lot of cryptic tweets. There's a lot of conversations and interviews, and there's a lot of hidden messages, and there's a lot of less transparent conversation between A.J. Brown and the signals he's giving off or the smoke screens he's giving off of wanting to be traded. When you think about just how talented A.J. Brown is, he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, possibly the best physical route runner as far as being physical, being able to get guys off of him, being able to play through contact and be able to come down with the actual 50-50 balls, one of the best in the NFL. But because of Jalen Hurts' struggles as a passer, he's not really being used in the Philadelphia Eagles system as he would in other systems where quarterbacks throw more predominantly. Now, there's times where, Jalen doesn't throw for 200 yards. There's times where he doesn't throw for 100 yards. The Philadelphia Eagles have a system, and that system is win by however means it is. If that means you got to run the ball 50 times, you run the ball 50 times. If that means you throw for 10 yards, you throw for 10 yards. But their philosophy is their philosophy. And a lot of times, A.J. Brown will spend the whole game blocking. He'll spend the whole game essentially just blocking cornerbacks or either helping move the line of scrimmage as far as a tush push or doing something like that. So there's a lot of frustration. And you got to think that A.J. Brown's paid millions of dollars. He wants to put up numbers too. And at the way that he's going right now, I don't think he's going to hit 1,000 yards this season. So there's a lot of rumblings. And should the Philadelphia Eagles trade him now and get equitable assets, whether it be draft compensation, whether it be players, whether it be offensive players, defensive players, whatever it is, should the Philadelphia Eagles make a move? Or should they keep him to help try to repeat with this Super Bowl? So there's so many different questions on the table. There's so many different answers on the table. So what would you do in this situation? I know for me, if you got a contract, I'm going to ask you to play out that contract. I don't care how you feel as far as you're not getting the ball and things like that. We're going to try to work to make sure that the offense is better. We're going to try to work to make sure that Jalen is throwing the ball more prolifically down the field. But I'm not trading you mid-season when we have a season like we have now. Now, he could become more demonstrative, and if that happens, that could possibly affect the locker room. That could possibly fray the locker room. And we've seen in the past how when wide receivers get upset, there's drama that kind of comes with that. There's kind of issues that come with that, and it kind of affects the locker room. So with that being said, I think the Philadelphia Eagles need to flash forward. They need to understand that, hey, they need to have an adult conversation with him or his agent and say, hey, look, you're a member of the team. We don't need this extra stuff. We don't need to outside with the cryptic tweets and stuff like this. Just play football. When it comes down to it, we're going to try to get you the ball. We're going to try to feed you the ball more often. Let Jalen know, hey, this is the kind of game plan we're gearing towards, and move forward. Like, at the end of the day, you got to think about this. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You have two high-quality wide receivers on the same team. You got a great tight end. You got a great running back with Saquon. You got a lot of great offensive line. You got a great defense. So don't mess that up, The grass is not always greener on the other side. So if you're trying to force your way out, you may not end up where you want to be. You may not end up with a coach you want to play for, and you may not end up in an offense that you want to be with. And you may have to end up losing all of a sudden. So all you Eagles fans, chime in. All you A.J. Brown fans, chime in. NFL fans as well, chime in. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. We'll see you on the very next episode.